Today I'm going to be reacting to Fresh Prince CEO, the other half of Fresh and Fit, and his date with Cheyenne Reynolds. I want to purely break down game because this is supposed to be a date.
My name is Fresh, Perfect Podcast. I'm here today to show her the Barbados style, the Bajan style, what I'm expecting. I mean, just a good time, good vibes, and at the same time, like, if she's feeling the vibe, let's see what's up, you know? Of course I can handle grilling, bro. I mean, I'm black already, I'm already grilled, so it's all good.
Can Cheyenne ask you whatever
Such a cringe joke.
she likes?
Don't ask about my dog. Let me see what else, what I eat for food. No, just kidding. Anything, it's fine.
All right, so that's a pretty common theme with the Fresh and Fit guys, apparently. They don't know how to actually make a joke. Like, you can see whenever he's trying to, like, throw on good game or, like, be funny in front of the camera, you can see him, like, trying. Like, you can see the gears turning, like, hard for him trying to be funny.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm liking the all black.
I know, all black.
Copy me today.
I'm copying you.
Yeah, of course.
So my name's Cheyenne.
Fresh, that's what they call me.
I know, I reckon.
All right away. Decent tease. That's something you can do if she's wearing the same color as you. You can just assume she's copying her. With my clients, I like to say that that's like exaggerating, like pointing out the obvious thing and just exaggerating it. Making assumptions about her. Always a really good way to tease. So actually off to a good start. Has not been that cringe yet, at least on the date part.
Recognize you.
Good to see you in person now.
I've spoken to this guy. How are you?
Not bad. The UK is a little bit different from Miami, so it's getting accustomed to it. It's kind of tough.
Yeah? Okay, when did you fly in?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Had Nando's, pretty cool vibe, so
Oh, cool. Well, cheers to that.
cheers. This is raga.
Yeah.
Jamaican inspired, I like it.
Yeah, we're trying something different.
Does it taste good? I'm not gonna lie, man. I've seen her on YouTube, Instagram, but in person, like, she's stunning, man. I'm not gonna lie. Painting, you know?
Do you like it?
It's okay, I just don't drink alcohol.
Do you not?
Nah.
Oh, why not?
Just not my thing. But it's not bad, though. It's not bad. It's cherry.
Yo, okay. I'm actually, Fresh is not doing so bad. Like, he has a boundary around not drinking alcohol, doesn't drink alcohol, and he's like, yeah, it's just not my thing. He's super not taking himself too seriously. I'm pretty impressed by this so far. Like, he hasn't had, like, crazy game or whatever, hasn't been super smooth, but honestly, you don't need that when you're going on a date. You don't need to be insanely smooth. A lot of guys, they'll get self-conscious about not drinking. If you go out and you're sober and you go out at night and you're at the bar or the club and you don't drink, like, the girl asks, what are you drinking? Just say, oh, I don't drink. And she's like, oh, why not? It's like, it's just not really my thing. And that's it. That's all you have to say. And he handled that really well. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
Shout to raga.
Yeah, so you'll see by the end of this, I'll be a lot more chill.
There we go.
Right, it's really weird actually meeting you.
I know. We've spoken on Instagram a couple times.
Yeah, a few times. So tell me about you.
Basically about me, man, like, I love to live life, love experiences. Like, I'm from the islands, Barbados, as you know. Came to the States 5 years ago and worked my way up from Chick-fil-A, like, taking phone calls to where I'm today. And it's kind of like, I've always wanted to do better in my life and always progress and do more.
No, he seems like a really nice guy. So I'm quite impressed that you don't drink. Did you stop drinking by choice, or is it like religious beliefs?
So for me personally, like, the taste itself I just don't like it. And whenever I go out, I'm responsible because I drive my cars. I'm always like with my people. So like, if I'm drunk or like ever messed up, I can't be there for my people. So I'm all sober whenever I go out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually impressed that he doesn't drink alcohol. I'm just here drinking.
So when you go out, are you the mom of the group or you're like
Oh yeah,
in between?
I'm always the mother hen.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I'm always in charge on where we're going and what we're doing.
That's a red flag.
No, it's not.
All right. Wow. Okay. Fresh. Yo, this is pretty fucking good, dude. So let's break down what's happened so far. He's teasing her, having fun with her, saying like, oh, that's a red flag. He made another assumption about her. That's a really, really good way to keep a conversation going. When you don't know what to say, when you don't know how to talk, and you don't know what questions to ask, make an assumption about her. So instead of asking questions like, oh, what about you? Tell me about yourself. That's super vague. So they were just talking about going out. And so the conversational thread, you can take the next logical step, which is like, okay, how do you handle going out? Are you the mother hen, right? Are you the mom of the group? And that's a really good assumption to actually make. He's like a little logical when he's like explaining stuff, but honestly I think he's just kind of like a shy dude. Honestly, you don't need to have incredibly insane game when you have status, when you have a following on IG. I've seen some of his stuff. It's okay. Like, he has pretty high status. He's in a place where status really matters. In Miami, money really matters. So It wouldn't surprise me if he actually gets laid a lot, because right now he's just doing what I would call like not fucking up, which is like really good. If you get to the point where she's already kind of interested in you, she's on a date with you, she's like showing some interest, just not fucking up is usually good enough.
It's not a red flag.
Red flag. Off rip. No, but like she's a cool person. Just like I already know deep down, bro. There's some demons in there that she's to do it, and it's like, bro, do I want to deal with that? Probably not.
Why is it red flag?
He's
more cringe in front of the camera than he is with her. He's way more chill with her. So that's at least a good sign.
It could be because that means you don't really let loose sometimes.
No, I do.
You do?
Yeah, no, I do. But I like to still be in check. I like to just look after, you know.
Okay, because I need a girl that's gonna have fun and get lit because, I mean, you gotta enjoy life, you know?
So people think that you need to have fun to like be completely crazy and do stuff like that. Like I have fun, you know, doing that. So. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you?
All right. Yeah, man. That's good. Okay. So just to explain really quickly what's happening, she just qualified herself for the first time to him, which what that means is she explains why she's actually in the right. When you challenge a girl and you go, yeah, I don't know about you because of X, Y, and Z. And she says, no, actually X, Y, and Z are good because of these reasons. That's a really good sign. She's explaining herself to you. And when she explains herself to you, she's actually putting a lot more on the table to lose than if she didn't. Because she doesn't have to explain herself. She gets all the attention and validation from guys all the time. So as soon as you push her away a little bit and she starts chasing, now she has some skin in the game. She has some, you know, there's some room for her to be embarrassed. It's pretty good. Like she's already kind of qualified herself.
Serious dater?
I'll tell you this. I'm a serial dater.
Serial dater?
Yeah.
We know what that means. He sleeps around a lot. Okay, so you just like have loads of one-night stands?
No. It's more like I'll do dates, right? And like, for example, if we connect on that level, I want to see more, I want to do more. But some people don't have that capacity to even like take in or be more. So it's kind of like, I see where they're at, I lead them and say, cool, you know what? Nice meeting you, but that's where it's going to end.
Okay.
And what about you?
I'm a bit of a serial dater in the sense of I'm quite picky. So I can be I'm a really frustrating person to date, if I'm honest.
We'll see how he reacts to her saying that she's a difficult person to deal with, but he handles the explanation of I fuck a lot of girls really well. And actually with how he describes it, it's not that bad. I thought he would describe it in a way more high schoolish way. So Fresh is actually kind of like, I'm kind of coming around to this guy. I'm not going to lie. But when he talks about how he's a serial dater, he kind of has some intrigue to it. Like he changes her words a little bit and he's like, yeah, I'm a serial dater. And then she's like, oh, so you have a lot of one night stands. And that's a shit test, right? And so instead of backing down and be like, no, I don't. It's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess kind of, but not really. I actually like to see if I connect with the girl first and, you know, we'll kind of see where it goes. And that's a really non-reactive way to respond. It's pretty impressive. That's how I handle things whenever girls ask about other girls, like when I've been single in the past and things like they'll ask like, oh, so like you sleep around a lot or whatever. And it's like, no, not really. I just, you know, I like to get to know girls. Like I definitely have a lot of girls that I know, but I like to get to know girls first.
So I can be I'm a really frustrating person to date, if I'm honest.
I can tell.
Really? Why can you tell?
I was just messing with you.
Damn. All right. So he did do a really good tease here. That's pretty good. He was like, oh yeah, I can tell. I can tell you're a difficult person to date. But what I would have done here is like, I would have doubled down. Like I would have found something about her, like, you know, oh, I can never trust a girl that wears earrings like that. Or I can never trust a girl that does blah, 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 blah. You can even add some more mystery to it. And you can just be like, I don't know, something about you. Something about you, I can just tell. And yeah, it's a little button pushy, but it's really good. And so both Myron and Fresh do this thing where they back off of jokes a little too early, in my opinion. You don't need to be backing off of jokes. When you make a joke, fucking stand your ground like a man. You should be getting shit tested. She's like, oh, why not? And it's like, you know, I can just tell something about you. And that's it. That's all you got to do.
I date for like long term. Mm-hmm. So for me, I don't like this. Like I'm not a fan of like hookup culture and everything like that. So it's not me. So I find it really hard to actually date now.
So let me ask you this. If you could find the person right now that you want, right, what would they be to you? Like their traits, you would say?
Probably someone driven. Mm-hmm. Yes, they've got to be ambitious. They've got to be very compassionate and hold a lot of integrity. You know, I'm a big fan of like values and morals, not really about like materialistic things. Mm-hmm. What about you?
It has to be one, loyal, right? In terms of like not like a hoe, right? Number two is she's actually like adding value to my life. So for example, let's say I have a business and I need help in certain areas. She can say, you know what? my babe needs help in these areas, I'm gonna help him out. That's just adding value. And then 3, most important is she's spiritual in some sense, because I feel like that's a guidance because most girls don't have that. So
Yeah. I think more women are spiritual though.
when I say spiritual, I mean actual like religion, because for example, spiritual can mean like anything, like, you know, stars, signs, whatever. I mean like actual like faith in somebody.
Have faith.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a hoe?
Here we go. So a hoe, basically, right?
All right, so we're gonna explain what he means by hoe. This is a shit test, by the way. Like when she says what's a hoe, a lot of guys will clam up. You can tell he's even getting a little nervous. He's laughing a little bit. We'll see if he stands his ground and like really holds firm, or if he waffles a little bit. And this won't just be in his words. It's gonna be in his sub communication as well. So we're gonna have to see.
Is a woman that knows she can settle down at any point, but chooses to either experience life on different levels of like different guys, different lifestyles, which is fine. But it's kind of like, if you do that path, like just know that like it has certain like repercussions, so to speak. So
Okay.
that's what I would
So
say.
would you call me a hoe? Because I can settle down and I won't, simply because I want to have a career.
Well, you said that you're picky, right? So that's one thing. But
So
let me
you
ask you
calling
this.
me a hoe though?
So, hold on, let me ask you this, right? Why are you picky?
I know what I bring to the table in the sense I know what kind of woman I am. So I'm not gonna sit and tolerate crap from someone. I'm not gonna just settle for less. I know how much value I bring to someone and a relationship.
So all this time, you've never met anyone that like meets those requirements at all?
No, do you know what it was? Because I've only just started the whole dating. Like I'm big on personal development.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time on myself. Like I went celibate. It was just focused.
You went celibate?
Yeah, and for me, it's the best thing. I think when you connect to yourself, you realign. It's good, you know.
For how long?
I was celibate for 2 years.
Where's the cap? I need a cap.
No, it's not cap.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's the cap around here? Because this will have to do. Oh, there we go. 2 years, bro? Dude, there's no way possible. Where's my shovel? There's no way. 2 years.
Yeah.
No toys.
No toys. Because as well, even with
Come
that,
on.
No, because even with that, like you have to learn how to, like my personal life. It used to be very chaotic. So for me, I needed no distractions and just to be really focused. And that was find out who I am and discover that.
Your eyes say a lot.
Do they? What
Yeah.
are they saying?
This is really good. Okay, I'm glad we got to this part. Put aside all the stuff where they're talking about like, oh yeah, I went celibate, and he's like being kind of cringe, like trying to like get her to admit that she's lying, because she might be telling the truth. Like, yeah, I don't necessarily believe it, but it could be true. Like a lot of girls have a lot more control over their sex drive than guys do, just straight up. So I don't think it's that crazy. This guy is just surrounded by Miami girls all the time that just want to fuck like different dudes every single day. I mean, I could see a very driven career woman really being focused and being celibate for 2 years. Like, especially if she's like, what, like 27 or something, probably? I actually want to break down what Fresh does here with your eyes say a lot. That's something you could say to every girl on every date, every time, no matter what. And that would do really well, all right? She's going to be like, what? Right? Every approach, I'm going to start doing that at night. I'm just going to go up to girls and be like, yo, what's up, blah, 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 have a little conversation. And then once we start flirting a little bit, yo, your eyes say a lot. That can mean so many things. You want to have all these little lines in your back pocket that you can just think of that could just be vague, that just they can pull meaning out of anything. Those are really powerful to use. So let's see how he handles it though, because obviously that's going to lead to her shit testing you when you tease her like that. So
What are they saying?
They say ambitious, good mindset, but at the same time, you want to be a free spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not a hoe. Because I feel like that's what men do. I feel like men like to label women as free spirits is just your excuse to say hoe.
I mean, you could say that, but I think for you, you're more picky. You want to actually have something of substance rather than something that's like superficial. So it makes sense. So I gotta know, off rip.
Yeah.
all right, pretty good. Did like a total cold read on her. You can tell he's actually talked to a lot of girls, like just by the fact that he's able to hold eye contact. This girl's attractive. Like Cheyenne Reynolds is very attractive. Like he can hold eye contact and kind of have a smirk on his face the whole time. I'm impressed. This actually gets like a B plus A for me. It wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like, I don't think it was as good as like Andrew Tate's game, because Andrew was just like, he's just more smooth with it. But this was not bad. I'm actually kind of impressed. That's it for the video. If you want to see more like this, let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you liked it. And I'll see you guys next time.